Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How is everyone doing? Let me just put this closer. If you're curious, this is actually my podcast name. It's called Grace Within. Subscribe below if you're interested to listen more in-depth stories. That's where I actually share a lot of my things that I'm going through and things I'm experiencing. So if you're interested, the link will be in the description box. Let's dive into the video. Today I felt called to talk about how people and things influence us and the way that we think. Now, it might be very difficult to navigate life when you don't really know yourself. You are constantly looking out for others to tell you what it is right for you and what you can do. But really, it's not about that. It's about how willing are you to get to know yourself? How much do you want to know yourself? And why is it so difficult for us humans to discover and know who we truly are? Now, there's so many things that I can say about this. So many, we've been conditioned to always know something, to figure it out, to be knowledgeable. While there's a difference between being, educated about something and that, or being knowledgeable means that you have to know every single thing in every part of your life. But really, is that possible to know every single detail of your life? I don't think so. Because the more you're getting to explore who you are, the more you'll realize like the amount of things that you still don't know. And the more you talk to people in your life, the more you see that differences. So don't really take those differences as a negative thing. So don't weigh yourself down because of all the things that you haven't known in the past. What really helped me explore this and discover is to write. Just journal down, right? Journaling has been my biggest buddy, my greatest buddy in life. And I actually began this journey when I was a teenager. So when I was a teenager, I loved to write. I loved to put down my notes, anything that I was feeling, and all the things that I was experiencing in that day, because I felt like, this feeling of like when you're having a journal and you write all your thoughts down and you wouldn't even care about what's gonna happen or what is that person or that thing gonna respond back to you. You just write because you're letting it out. What we truly fear is how someone else is going to respond to us and what would they say back to us, and are they going to reject us by saying something. And that quite happens a lot, and it's not something we can control, but the only thing we can really do about this is to first know ourselves, like know what do we value in life the most, what makes us feel good in life, what do we stand by, and what is your definition of worthiness and success in life. If you're a woman and watching this, this is a general video, but I'm speaking to all the women who are still not educated in those things, and I would like to awaken you to question certain stuff, right? So, growing up in that culture of you have to be this perfect fit, or you have to wear makeup every single day, or look perfect every single day. And I'm not saying that to put down the idea of makeup or dressing yourself or having a sense of fashion, because I personally, when I was young, I really loved doing those things, and it really brings me confidence elevates my energy and makes everything really great. But I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here not to sugarcoat anything or tell you things that I'm trying to convince you almost. Do you know how those makeup products, they're meant to not beautify you, but to, like magnify your experience, make it more enjoyable, and have more fun and be playful. But it's not meant to like hide anything in you that is imperfect. And I'm speaking specifically about, how we grew up thinking that we should be very like self-centered, knowing what we want, having, our standards set high, and we don't really put ourselves in a place where we're valuing deep down what's going on. But we try to cover it outside. That to say, for example, if you bring a product and you want to moisturize, right? You bring a moisturizer up and you're putting a balm on dry areas in your body. While it's going to help you temporarily moisturize that area, would it really um be permanent or temporary? It's going to be a permanent temporary balm till when you actually know what's the reasons behind it being dry, or what's the cause of the dryness. Same thing with healing. If we're trying to heal parts of us, it's not about removing or adding more, which is a very wrong idea, I think, that is going around the world right now. We think it's by adding more, it's by decreasing something, it's by removing something. But in truth, it's unleashing and uncovering the parts of you that you have hidden. So if there are parts of you that you're scared to see, if there's parts of you you're scared to be known of, or you're scared to, for people to see that part of you, well, anything you're gonna add to your personality, anything, any course, maybe you talk to a friend, maybe you think, okay, I'm gonna go to a dance studio or a communication class, anything that will enhance. It's almost like you're enhancing, but deep down, you don't really feel like you are worthy of it, or you don't feel ready for it. You feel like there's a need to do it, almost like coming from a pressurizing place instead of it being, I'm doing it for the sake of myself, and that I know I'm enough and I know that I'm worthy of anything that I desire. Yeah, I'm going to do this because it's great. It's going to challenge me. It's going to mm, help me gain new skills. It's going to help me build a different community or meet different people. Although that's adding, that's also helping you expand yourself, almost like you're stretching like a rubber band. But if you're adding more, if you're subtracting parts of you, that's never going to help you in your healing journey. Because in reality is, the more that you are putting so much pressure on healing and getting better and healing and getting better, you're only gonna get sucked up in this mentality that you should be perfect and that you don't have, you're flawed, right? That you don't, that you can't make any mistakes, that everything should be figured out. And that's the path that you would be stepping into. Relating back to my journey 3 years ago, before, or even longer than that, I think it was 5 years ago or six that I started this journey, and I've never stopped. Did I have challenges? Yes. Did I experience a different path than I was walking on? Yes. There were times when I didn't love the experience. It was like almost, it felt like I was coming backwards. I was going backwards. and that things were actually getting worse. But then later I realized like it's actually not getting worse. It's there's parts of me that are opening up to possibilities and different reality and different mindset. I'm stepping into a new self almost. While it doesn't feel in that moment, it feels sometimes you are getting lesser and smaller and smaller. It's almost like you're shrinking. But have I not really taken those challenges, those job opportunities, I wouldn't be speaking here right now because that led me to become the person I want to be. So we know in life everyone has dreams and desires. Everybody does. What people are not willing to do is go after them and be patient with their journey. They think that it's a one time success, it's a one day, a week success, and they're never going to really heal because they're always trying. So if you are, let's think of it this way, if you're trying to heal from a very forceful place of healing forcefully and I'm into this forcefully, or else I don't really like myself, it's almost going to backfire, right? Or it's almost going to make you feel like you're not good enough or that you're not the person that you want. So you're trying to escape. So that enhancement, that person you're trying to become, is an escapism from the person that you are today. Versus shifting it and being like, I'm the person I am today because of everything that I've done, and because of that, I've done all I can, and all the decisions I made was things that were needed, and I did it. So it's shifting it from blame to forgiveness, compassion, and love. So there's a difference between standing in a place and being like, okay, I do need some improvements in areas of my life because I'm suffering. There's deep pain. And it's a choice again that I'm willing to step into a different world. Not a woo-woo land, but a different world of like, I know that I deserve better than this. I know that I'm capable and I know that there's potential in me. So what I'm going to do is I will keep improving. Maybe I'll take courses, maybe I'll educate myself. I think the key thing here is education, whether it's from books, whether it's from podcasts, whether it's conversations with people, professionals, whether it's school, any sort of education that will help foster, skills in you and develop yourself. But if you're a person who's like, oh, I'm only this and this is all I'm capable of, and you stick and you think that your happiness is based of the salary or a paycheck, or it's based of the things that you already know right now, when then life hits you with something and you're like, oh, I didn't consider this, how did I not see this? But things come with time, and in the right time you will tend to see it, because sometimes there are things that come to us right now but we don't really see it because we're focused on a different direction. But if we're focused on something that will enhance us, something that we're looking for in the moment, let's say I'm looking for good relationships where I'm gonna meet people in social places, like, maybe clubs, maybe in college groups, maybe like a sports club, anything that you would enjoy. But if you're not going to meet them, if your navigation or if your focus is somewhere else, you're wanting a socializing group, but you're looking at it in a I don't know, like a park, which is very rare that you'd find someone to connect with because people just want to walk there, right? Or just enjoy their time. So that's not really an idealistic place. if you know what I mean. Yeah, these are one of the things I really wanted to talk about in this video. And if any of this resonates, let me know. And what are some key takeaways from this? And if you're interested more to dive deeper into your growth, to understand yourself, to become that authentic person, to stop hiding, to let go of anxiety and start to feel confident within yourself again, then make sure to click the link below to schedule a one on one coaching call with me. And we'll dive deeper into what's going on and how I can help. Because I feel like the moment that you choose yourself, life will begin to choose you. And there will be challenges, but the minute you say yes to yourself is when life says yes back to you. And that's the most powerful, most delicate, but most frustrating, but most colorful journey you can undergo. Have I not done all the work, I wouldn't really be here filming and talking and with confidence and at ease and not really caring how many likes or dislikes I get. I know that it's serving somebody out there. And I know that what I'm saying is of strength and of vulnerability and authenticity, because I stand by being authentic and I would never change myself for anyone to like me, because I chose myself above everything, above pleasing, above validation, because that doesn't serve me in the moment and never served me in the past. Maybe it did, actually, because I did have low self esteem, and that was like a way for me to cope with people around me, because I would always choose others and their opinion, what they thought. Right now, I took back and I took my power back and be like, there are some things you got to talk about, got to be open about. That's when you're going to receive help. So let me help you. Let me be your guide. And if that resonates, comment down below. Or if you want to dig deeper, let's talk and schedule a call together, and we will uncover so much of that in the call. Without further ado, really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.